I woke up that morning knowing this wasn't just another game, it was the game. Georgia Week, top 10 in the country, our biggest rival, and they were walking into our house. They had the number 10 next to their name, the stacked roster, and a defense everyone swore would shut us down. I had something to say about that. Last week, I broke the century mark on the ground for the first time in my college career and stacked another 40-plus yards through the air. That wasn't luck. That was me finding my rhythm, and I wasn't about to let Georgia kill that momentum. Walking into the stadium, I could feel it. The crowd was on fire, signs everywhere, but it wasn't just the fans in garnet and black I noticed. It was Kayla, right where she always is, except she wasn't alone. Audrey had made the trip too, and I swear she had a smirk like she knew something I didn't. Pre-game warm-ups were laser-focused, helmet on, chin strap tight, eyes locked in, but part of me couldn't ignore the way Kayla kept glancing at Audrey and how Audrey kept making sure she was seen. That tension, I'd be lying if I said it didn't put a little extra fuel in my tank. Georgia's defense was exactly what the scouting report said, fast, physical, and ready to hit you in the mouth. First drive, nothing came easy. Every yard felt like a fight, but our line was holding strong, and I was slipping through cracks they didn't think existed. Each carry, each cut, I could feel their grip loosening just a bit. By halftime, I knew I had them. My legs were fresh, my reads were sharp, and that rivalry energy was buzzing in my veins. But this game was far from over. Georgia wasn't going to roll over, not in a rivalry like this. And off the field, that little sideline triangle between me, Kayla, and Audrey, yeah, that was brewing too. The sign Audrey brought wasn't just about supporting me. It was about sending a message, and Kayla definitely got it. The second half was coming, and everything, the streak, my momentum, the bragging rights, was on the line. I wasn't leaving this field without making a statement.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Fights off a defender. Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. I love when deep. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Tate. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. It's complete! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And you see tight.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Here we go. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening. They'll get this drive started from the 29. trying to set the tone with the run. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Right back to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Tate. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads it left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Is incomplete. Coming up, 4th down.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling.
Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Tate. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back, he's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this thing. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on
2nd half, ball in my hands. And from the first snap after the break, I knew Georgia was in trouble. Our O-line started winning the trenches, and every crease they gave me, I turned into something big. The more I ran, the more they backed off. The more they backed off, the easier it was to punch them in the mouth. By the time the final whistle blew, I had 93 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and another 24 through the air. Not my biggest receiving day, but every catch mattered. Every cut, every block, all of it added up to one thing. We handled Georgia. And then, as I came off the field, I saw it. Audrey holding that massive sign with my stats on it, waving it like it was the championship trophy. The thing was practically glowing in the late afternoon sun. The crowd loved it, my teammates loved it, and Kayla, let's just say, she noticed. Her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. McKenzie showed up too, throwing in her own little comments just to stir the pot. She doesn't miss a chance to poke fun, especially when she can tell there's a little drama to feed off. Post-game, the reporters swarmed in. Craig Bender hit me with, "That's 9 straight wins for South Carolina. What's the secret?" I told him the truth. This team is special. I'm just a small part of something bigger, but deep down, I knew my role was growing. That was confirmed minutes later. Leadership boost. My teammates respected me more. The locker room energy was through the roof. We weren't just winning games, we were building something. Still, with Kayla giving Audrey side-eye, McKenzie laughing in the background, and me sitting there sweaty, tired, and holding the game ball, I couldn't shake the feeling that things off the field were about to get even more complicated than anything Georgia threw at me today. And that's a whole different kind of rivalry.